If I'm like any of our ops, I'm trying to get a spy into Doge.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm trying to get them to push cuts in certain sectors that would be advantageous for me as the opposition. Yeah. So I want them to cut defense spending.
Yeah.
I want them to cut any sort of like security apparatus. Maybe it's a nuclear program. I would want them to cut development programs in AI or these other technological things that are really going to put America ahead of every other country in the world. Now, I'm sure there are certain measures that are, put in place to like stop that from happening, but that's kind of how I'm thinking about this. Is like a once in a lifetime opportunity if you're another country.
Bro, the way these other countries do this shit is so wild. I was reading the story. I was talking to this FBI guy, and he was telling me this thing that he infiltrated. That they had. There's a guy that's one of the top neo-Nazis on Twitter, and he has like a bunch of Twitter accounts, and he's just putting in like all this racist bullshit.
What's his name?
Ronaldo Nazario. Is putting all this like super racist shit. He just runs like hate pages. He's like, the Jews do this, black people do this, da da da. Look at this crime. We got to make America white. He's like a white supremacist. He lives in St. Petersburg. Gets apparently
Russia or Florida?
In Russia. Okay. Yeah, that's important. And he's in Russia. Apparently he's like a teacher that teaches English, but is getting paid. Like apparently someone like audited his bank account, like hacked into his thing. He's getting paid like millions of dollars to be like an English teacher, allegedly. Yeah. And is pumping all this neo-Nazi shit, creating neo-Nazis in America, aggregating all these like incel kids, and then basically from St. Petersburg in Russia is like convincing them to do domestic terrorism. And like they're literally putting in spies, like domestic terrorists, infiltrating, getting them riled up, somehow getting them money in some cases, aggregating all of them, getting them like training techniques, sending them like field manuals from the Marines and shit, and basically like promoting them to do acts of terrorism.
And half of these idiots I bet 99% of these idiots don't even realize they're being manipulated.
Yeah.
They actually think they're fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's on point. He's got all the real research. I'm going to go and do my YouTube. My YouTube or my Googling to find out why this is all justified. And you can find a justification for anything. Yeah. I mean, them motherfuckers believe the earth is flat.
Yeah.
So they are out there thinking they're doing the Lord's work when they're doing Putin's.
Crazy. And then they're setting up like, yo, we're going to shoot up this thing. We're going to try to free this guy from prison. We're going to go kill this family because they're communists. And they're literally plotting all the shit, buying all the equipment. And this FBI guy infiltrated them to take them out.
There's a guy, I forget his name, but he was bragging about how he was like one of the most viewed people on Twitter, right? And a lot of his shit is just like the Jews do this, the Jews do that, right? And they probably do, but but that's what his Twitter is. And he was talking about